about some of the very good players that missed out. I think a lot of people are surprised that Gregor Hiddleston has not made the squad, given how he's been performing for Glasgow and how well Glasgow are going. What was the thinking there?
Yeah, well, Gregor's not really been involved with us so far, so he's going to get an opportunity in the game against Italy. So that'll be his first game at this level, and we're looking forward to seeing him playing that game. He has played really well. I think he's delivering the set piece. He's defensively very strong, and there's more and more coming out of his game the more we see him play. So yeah, we know we've got a lot of competition there, but for now he's going to get that chance in the 18.
A lot of your key guys have been around for a lot of Six Nations campaigns, and I remember we spoke to you this time last year. And you said, you only get so many opportunities to do something in this championship. Do you think the guys and yourself feel any more pressure to really make it count this time?
I wouldn't know. I think they know the opportunity is there for us. The opportunity is, it might not be there in a year's time or 2 years' time. We're not like we've got an experienced squad. I don't think it's an old squad. So who knows? Players might have another 2 or 3 championships that are 30 or older. But I think they'll be excited that we're coming into our biggest annual tournament. Players come on the back of really good form and good performances in Europe, and players come back from injury that we missed in November. Xander missed 2-3 of those games. Hugh Jones coming back, so these are players that played for the Lions. So it definitely is a boost having more players available.
On Glasgow, your experience, just how much does that momentum and confidence count for when they transfer it into the national setup?
It should count for a lot. You have a group that are feeling good about their own performances. The club that is building momentum. There's cohesion there too. A lot of the players are playing alongside their teammates, whether that's in the forward pack or the midfield or back three. So yeah, you know that they've got a language that they've been using in training that they can carry on. So yeah, I find players coming from one team, a group of them, playing well together is going to help the international team.
Absolutely, Duhan's obviously been a massive part of this team over the years. He's struggled a bit for form, and speaking to Sean Everett, you feel like it's a bit of a Lions hangover. There's been niggles and everything. How concerning, I guess, is that Duhan's kind of struggled to find to hit his straps?
Well, probably more concerning that he's had a few injuries, not really had a run of games. I thought his last game was really good against Gloucester, and he was battling injury in that game too. He showed moments at Hampden, an attack with high balls. And, he's finding his form, and he just needs to get some more games. I believe he's going to be fit this week, which is a boost. And he can obviously play well the next couple of weeks before the Six Nations starts.
How much does the loss of one of the fallow weeks change the approach here, and obviously starting with 3 weekends in a row?
We'll find out. You know it's going to be tougher to play 3 test matches. We do it in November, but we tend to change the squad in November. This is the Six Nations. This is 2 away games with travel. We do have that week's break, but I'm sure we're looking at what we're doing training wise, and I'm sure we'll be rotating our squad at some point, and whether that means within our 23 and changing things up, or bringing people out with your 23. And then you just never know about injuries. They're surely going to come when you play 3 test matches in a row. I actually think it suits us and maybe Italy out of all the countries, because in the past there was 2 fallow weeks and teams train during those fallow weeks, but we've not been able to do that because we've had a lot of players playing in England and France, and they've been going back to play for their clubs. So this time only having 1 week, I don't think many teams will be training. They'll be using that as a recovery week. So most teams are back in a level playing field for this championship.
So they start in Rome. Just how difficult a challenge is that?
Yeah, very difficult. It's a unique atmosphere, very loud. We obviously lost there last time, so that's just the reality that it's going to be a very tough game. Italy have been improving every year. Now they've got a squad, like the backline is outstanding. They've got young players that have had 40, 50 caps together. and I know it's going to be a sellout, so it's going to be a great atmosphere. And that first game is always a tough one. It's about getting your game out. For us, it's focusing on ourselves in the build up to that game, and an away game is just that little bit more difficult.